everybody, welcome to Puddinwood Avenue. My name is Bindi. Let's see what today's project entails, shall we? Hi everyone, welcome to Puddinwood Avenue. My name is Bindi. Welcome back to my channel. If you've been here before, thank you for joining me again. Thank you for anyone who's just popping in for the first time today. And thank you to all my subscribers, all of my subscribers right back from the beginning and all of my new subscribers. So I've got a few new subscribers, which is kind of exciting, right? Today I want to talk to you about this particular yarn here. You may not have ever seen a ball yarn, skein, donut of yarn like this before. This is Yarnspirations Caron Colorama, and it is an O'Go. O'Go is a new shape of yarn that is coming out because you can get your standard ball of wool, you can get a skein, you can get a beehive, you can get a hank. There's so many. This is a new way of winding yarn. It's called an O'Go. So Caron, Yarnspirations Caron has this particular one is a O'Go Caron's Colorama O'Go. You can also get it in Bernat blanket, and also comes in a red heart. Not quite sure of the particular type of it, but so the plan for this, for Yarnspirations, was they were trying to come up with a new way, because have you ever pulled a skein of yarn from the middle and you get yarn barf? Oh my god, it's annoying. Have you ever pulled it from the outside of your skein or your ball and had it jumping and hopping all over the place, and it's like hard to keep track? If you can hear my rooster out there, I have to apologise. He's gone off his nut. I don't know what's happening. So O'Go Yarnspiration is the leader behind this, and they've actually they've achieved it. Come up with a way of being able to use your yarn all in one go, so all the colours, and this is quite a nice, it's not an ombre but a gradient, and you get to pull it, so it says down here, you can either pull it from the centre, or this side pulls out from the outside, and it will not tangle. That's the claim. There was mixed reviews when it first came out. The packaging, the actual cardboard part here, excuse me, the actual cardboard, people didn't like it. They thought it was a gimmick. So Yarnspirations went back and they rethought the packaging. There is still, like, if you buy a skein of yarn, it's just a simple label, right? There's very limited, very minimal rubbish. And this is, I don't know if it's recyclable, this cardboard. Well, it says it is, so that's a good thing. So under there it says it is. But there's still complaints that there's a lot of cardboard involved. I bought it because, number one, look at the colour. If you know me, I love purple. But I wanted to give it a go. It's the first time I've seen this in Australia. Again, I live up in far north Queensland. It is quite warm. It is spring. It's a hot day today. It's 31 degrees already. And I live on the tableland, so it must be an absolute stinking hot day down in Cairns. So we're very limited on the number of the variety of wool and yarn that we get up here. So let's have a look at the details of this O'Go. So it says it's tangle-free, quick start, and it is classed as a number 5 weight, so it's quite a bulky. Hold that thought, let me just go and double check what that is in Australia. Okay, sorry about that, I should have looked beforehand. So in Australia it's classed as a 12 ply yarn, a bulky 5. The knitting needle recommendations are a 6 mil, as are the crochet hook recommendations. It is machine washable and dryable, which is a good thing, and it's 100% acrylic. There's 180 grams and 208 meters in this particular O'Go. Got to get used to that term, don't we? And of course this is made in Turkey. Any yarn that's made in Turkey is beautiful. All right, so I'm a little excited. The colorway of this one is called Concord Crush. There we go, Concord Crush. And like I said, I am a little excited because it's purple. So let's break into this. So, okay, pull that off. Are we just, oh, it's all taped. Is there an easy way to do this? There probably is an easy way to do this. But I'm just gonna go for it. Okay. So, there you go. Oh look, there is instructions inside. It says, to begin working with O'Go, locate the end of the yarn. Carefully cut plastic tie where the end of the O'Go meet. Pull to remove tie if desired. Colours can be easily separated by gently pulling apart and cutting at the colour transition. Each colour is ready to use. I have seen people do that when they colour control and they've cut apart the yarn where the yarn joins. So if you're into colour controlling, you can do that. Apparently it is really easy to go, and you can do it from either end. We're going to have a play with that. Machine washing and drying. Wash in water not exceeding 104 degrees or 40 degrees Celsius at permanent press setting. Do not bleach. Tumble dry at low heat at a delicate setting. Do not honor press. Do not dry clean. Okay, so that's all of our information on our label. Oh, there goes the dogs. They're going to go bark something. So this is what it looks like. And down in here, we're going to pull it apart. Now that's interesting, because there it is. We've got to cut the tie here. And see the plastic tie. But it begins and ends with the same colour, which is, I've not seen that before. Alright, so if I cut that, let's use my super duper new Sullivan's purple scissors. So pull it apart, and I'm going to cut the tie here, pop, and pull it all the way out. Okay, so this one's pulling from the outside. This side's going to pull from the inside. Now I like to pull from the middle of my skein when I am doing a project using a ball of yarn. Oh, it stuck to my table. So I'm going to, oh, that says a 6mm, didn't it? I got a 5.5. It's going to be pretty easy. So that one's just going to pull straight from the middle, and there's not going to be any tangle. And this one, you can see, if I pull it from here, it's going to just come all the way, and it'll get all the way down here. So what I want to do is I actually want to work from either end. I'm just going to do up a little sample to see what it looks like. It is definitely a bulky 5 yarn. It is quite soft. I think it'll soften up too once because it's actually wound into this sausage, the donut, the O'Go. It's wound quite tightly in here. And I think once we take it out of the shape, it will actually spring back and it'll be lovely. That's a really interesting colour. Okay, so I obviously didn't read correctly, and it says to use a 6mm hook. I have a 5.5 here. I was going to give it a go with just my standard 5.5, there we go, standard aluminium hook, and then I'll give it a go with my 5.5 furls hook. I love it. They are expensive, but they are really, really good to work with. So let's just start and let's do a little bit of work with this, shall we? So let's pull some of this out of the center, and we'll just do some chains. And of course, the bigger the hook you use, the more drape it's going to have. The softer it's going, oh, that's beautiful. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, so I've lost count already. All right, let's go. What do we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Okay, so that actually has a really kind of velvety feel to it. That is really nice. Okay, so let's just do a row of single crochet, a row of doubles, and we might do some half doubles too. So we'll just go across, just work this through. Yeah, so of course with a 12 ply, a 5 bulky, number 5 bulky, or a 12 ply in Australia, the recommended hook sizes for that particular weight of yarn is anywhere between a 6, not me, and a 9. So if I can find, I'll have a look, if I can find my 9mm hook. Oh, I know I've got a 11. Oh no, I definitely got a 9 over there. We might see how that works up too. That's lovely. That's really nice. Probably 20 is probably too much. I probably should have just done 10 with this bulky yarn. But of course, if you work with a bulky, your projects are going to go very quickly. And of course, if your hook is bigger, it's going to go very, very quickly. So that's working. That's beautiful. That's really nice. Again, you can see how stiff it is. Doesn't have much drape at the moment, but that's because I'm using the size 5 hook. All right. So, my eyes are so bad at the moment, even with these glasses on. And of course, with the darker yarn, so I was hoping to start with this end. The darker yarn is harder to see on camera. So it's a little bit stiff, working a little bit stiff, but again, that's because the hook size I have is smaller than recommended, but that's worked up really, really nice. Let me go and get a big hook size and we'll go again. Okay, so I've just frogged what we did with the 5.5, and I'm using my Furls 6mm hook. So I've just redone our single crochets, and it is lovely. It works out, it's quite squishy, it's very nice. So let's do a row of half double crochets. I'm very interested to see, now I have had a little bit of a sneaky peek as I was doing a bit of a practice run here. Oh, that's a double. Okay, let's do a row of doubles. The transition between colours, I'll give you my full review at the end of this about what I do and don't like. Yarn bath, story of my life. Now this wasn't supposed to happen. This is not the Ogo's Yogo. Isn't that a yogurt? This is not the Ogo's fault. This is totally me frogging that yarn and making a mess of it. Wow. Gee, I've done a great job. Don't even know how I did this. Please excuse the mad rooster out there going for his life. Again, not sure if I've said that in this video already, but yeah. Rooster noise. So, dust, dog hair, and now rooster noise is my life. Welcome to my world. Alright, let's see if we can get this going. So, there are a couple of things that I do really like about this, and there is a couple of things that not so sure about. Sorry that both ends are a little dark, because I was hoping to start with the lighter end because it's going to be easier to see. But trust me when I say this is working up really easily. She says as she snags her yarn. Let's try that again, shall I? Alright. And yes, it is quite soft. It is very wearable. There's no itchiness. And that is probably because it is 100% acrylic. I know that some Caron cakes, I don't think I've ever had a straight Caron cake. Some Caron cakes actually have a small amount of wool in them, like a 10% of wool. This does not, it's 100% acrylic. And there is a pattern on the packet, and I was going to attempt to make it, but of course it's not crochet. It's knitting, and I don't knit. I can knit, I choose not to because I really don't like it. But on all the Yarnspirations brand yarn, you've got the QR code. If you pop your phone on that, do the QR code thing, it actually takes you to a heap of free patterns. Alright, so let's do another row of double crochet, and then we'll frog it, see what it's like because it is a little, got a little tiny bit of a fuzz to it. Little tiny bit, not much. And we'll have a look at what it actually looks like. I think if you did some fancy bobble stitches, I think they would look quite nice, because it's quite simple yarn, and the shape would hold its definition really well. Again, this is the smaller of the yarn hook sizes for this particular size of yarn. So it's bulky 5, or in Australia it's a 12 ply, and the recommended hook sizes are between a 6 and a 9. So that's quite nice. If you used a bigger hook, it would have a lot of a softer drape to it. I don't know if you can see, there is just a little tiny bit of fuzz. It is quite soft. There would be absolutely wearable, not a problem. All right, so let's see. And I know it does because I frogged that last piece. It frogs out quite easily. A little bit of tugging, but not much. So that comes out really good, which is great, because if you're like me and you go, oh, that's wrong, I've got to try again. If you have to frog something, you can, it's not a problem. All right, let's have a look at the color transition. So I did pull it out. So it's all this dark purple all the way, and then you get to the join. Now, I'm not particularly impressed with this. Number one, because before I opened it, I thought it started at the light color and ended in the dark, but it had the dark color both sides. So that is something that I am not impressed with. I'm a little bit sad about it, actually. And that knot is ugly. That's just an ugly knot. So you would definitely have to do something with that before you continued on. So it does say, if you go back to the instructions, it says that, you know, if desired, colours can be easily separated by gently pulling apart and cutting at the colour transition. So that graduating colour is, you're definitely going to be able to see the stop and start of it. Again, I don't know, I'm a little disappointed. All right, so let's pull all of this out and see what if it's just going to be the same. So you can, like I said, like it says on the packet, you can actually pull these apart if you wanted to colour control, which is great. Oh, look, that's a much better transition. Look at that. So that goes from the light into the darker. No knot. That's what I was looking for. That is disappointing. If they were all the joins were like that, I would never buy it again. But if that's what the transition from colour to colour is, I'd be happy with that. Okay, so let's have a look. Let's have a review, shall we, of what my thoughts are. I think, I don't know, maybe it is a bit of a gimmick, and that was something that a lot of people, when they reviewed it, said that they thought it was a bit of a gimmick. I do like the colourway in this one in particular because they're my colours. I hate that knot. That's not on. However, if the rest of them transition like this, I'd be very happy with that. The packaging is okay. And I saw Mikey from the Crochet Crew, I think that's what his yarn channel is called on YouTube. Excuse me. And he said that if he took skeins of yarn with the same yardage and the Ogos, he could actually fit 2 more Ogos on the shelf than the skeins of yarn. So it would be good if you are yarn collecting, not hoarding, collecting, right? That you could fit more yarn on the shelf if that's what you needed or wanted to do. I think they'd stack up quite nicely. In the shops, if you have a look at my Spotlight yarn haul video where I actually got this from, they were all facing this way because of course they want to display them. But I think in the home, if you wanted to display them that way, so you had the colour like this, how it came originally, all stacked up on your shelf, I think that the look would be effective, and if you could fit 2 more skeins of yarn on your shelf, bonus points, right? I'm not much into the bulky yarns. It is very soft. Would I buy it again? To be honest, probably not. I think I would rather go with something like a mandala, however you want to say it. Even the other Caron cakes. I'm not sure. Maybe when I work, I'll make myself a shawl, I think, out of this. So I'm not recommending it. I think it would have its purposes. The colorways on all of them I've seen are quite nice, and there's actually quite a few color variations. And there's a new one out at the moment that's just come out in America, and it is O'Go Ombre. I think it's still a Caron cake. It's supposed to be softer, and it is a really gentle. It's really hard to see that transition from one color to the next. It's so smooth. I'd buy it to give a go. I'm not totally disappointed in this yarn. I'm not sure what I was expecting, but I had, FOMO. I had to try it. I didn't know what was going on. And I would recommend it, especially if you like the bulky yarns. I'm more of a 3-weight, 4-weight kind of girl. But this would work. I think if I play with it a little bit, it might grow on me. I do think that the no tangle thing is awesome. I also think that the fact that you can actually pull it out, you don't have to rewind because it stays in that if you wanted to color control, I think that is awesome. So probably out of 10, I'd probably give it probably a 6 out of 10. It's not terrible. It's not fantastic. It's soft, but it's not the softest yarn I've ever felt. But it was worth a try and a play, and I'm really glad I got it. So if you see it and you can afford it, have a go. I did get this at Spotlight a few weeks ago. It was $11.20 on special for, had a 30% discount on all yarn. So whatever that works out to, full retail price. But I'd give it a go. Find one in the colours that you like. Like I said, they transition really well. And if that's the colour change, you can forgive them for one little knot. So that's my review. That's the O'Gos. Let me know down below if you think you'd try this yarn, or if you have tried this yarn. Tell me what your thoughts are. Please let me know also what you've made with it. Or, if you hate it with a passion, let me know, tell me why. All right, that's it from me today. Thank you very much for joining me. Again, can you please hit that like button just to help put my channel out there. Subscribe if you haven't already, it doesn't cost anything. And hit that notification bell as well, because then when I do put out a new video, you'll get notified. Thanks very much for joining me today, and I will talk to you next time. Bye! Thanks again for watching. Click the like button if you like what you've seen today, and leave a comment below. Have I inspired you to have a go at your own project? Remember to click on the subscribe icon and also the notification bell so you'll know when I post my next video. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you next time. Bye!